Okay, here's our brand new pair of bullet HollowPoint HP770s. That's what we're going to be using on the Mastercraft backlighting. Here we go. They come with a horn style tweeter and Kevlar cone. Supposedly really good. We'll find out once we get it running. So what I'll do is I'll show you step by step how we're actually going to backlight these so you can get a really nice glow effect on your tower. Okay, here's the bullet HP770s, the HollowPoints. We're going to be backlighting them today. Just showing you how to do that, part of the Mastercraft XStar LED project. Here's the bullet audio HollowPoint grill, and we're going to be using blue LEDs, just some standard LEDs. They're very cheap. They only cost about 20 cents a piece, and we're going to need 8 LEDs. One behind each part of the grill here. Okay, I'll show you the next step, how to do that. Okay, here's the grill upside down. I've already pre-mounted the LEDs to give you an idea of how they go on. Okay, so what I did is I took the LED and I hot glued it in place here in 3 spots, one at the LED, one on the wire, and one on the wire a little further down here, just to hold it in place. Then I'm going to reroute all the wires all the way around the grill so it's completely hidden. I'll show you the next step in a minute. Okay, now what we got to do is we got to tie all these wires together and then just have a positive and a negative coming out of the speaker, so that way we can wire it up in the can ahead of time, because we don't want to have 8 wires to hook up inside. So we're going to actually tie all the positives, which are the reds, together, and we're going to tie all the blacks together, which are the negative, and then we're going to run one wire into the can, which will power the entire LED project. Just so you have a good view. Okay, so here's our negatives here. Tying them all together. Make a nice connection, twist them up, put our wire, this is the wire of the black one now, we're going to route all the way around. We're going to pick up all the negatives, wrap it around good, prep it up for solder, and here you can see exactly here how we do it. We'll zoom in a little bit and then I'll show you the soldering. So the trick with soldering is you want to make sure that you tin your soldering iron a little bit, and then you get it onto your, then you touch your wire after with your solder and it'll feed it right into the wire. So it's a good connection. You don't want a cold solder joint. Okay, what we're going to do is we already soldered the joint in down here and shrink wrapped it. Now we're going around. I tied up the next 3 wires along. What I did here though is I stripped the sheathing back, see that? Right in the middle, without cutting the wire. Okay, see that? And then what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to actually twist this wire on, right here in the middle. Okay? That way we don't have to have too many joints. Then I'm going to just solder it. Makes it a lot easier. Done. Okay, then what we got to do here is we got to, again, same as the positive, estimate your shrink wrap, leave yourself like a 1/4 inch on either side, and then I'm going to feed it down the wire over top of the solder joint. Okay, feed it on, make it all nice. So it looks like a pro did it. Okay, all done for that one. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way around until we get to the last one, and then I'll show you exactly what to do there. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to neaten this up a little bit with some hot glue along the way. So I'm going to tuck in my wires here. You can see what I'm doing here. zoom in a little bit here just to show you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take the wire, hold it down in place, and I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue. And then I'm going to push the wire down in place and let it dry in. That way you don't want to have your wires with the base rattling around while you're using your stereo. So you definitely want to make sure you secure this stuff pretty good with hot glue. Okay, so a little dab all the way along. Put your wires down in it. And continue your whole process all the way through. Ready? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to tie all these leads down because they got to actually all be nice and neat. Like I said before, we don't want them rattling around. So a little hot glue right at the base and hold it in place. A little bit on top. And then let it dry. And we got to do that all the way around. So I'll keep showing you here. Important be on the outside of where the screws go in. So let's tuck this one down. Hopefully you can see. Get all your wires neatly tucked back there. Want them tucked out of the way so you can't tell. Little shot of hot glue, little on top. Hold it in place. Let it dry. Okay. So if you look all the way around, you see all the hot glues done there. Okay, and then the last ones will terminate. These are our last two connections. If you look, I'll show you. Okay, so there's only two leads now. Every red is joined together to this red, and every black is joined to this black. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to test it out. Going to use a multimeter. Just make sure we don't have any shorts, we didn't mess anything up. Okay, your multimeter, you set it to ohms or impedance. That'll tell you, beep will tell you if they're touching. So what I'm going to do is touch these two together, make sure they're not shorted. Nope. Then I'm going to touch the black